From a skywalk tumbling into the ocean's depths to a bridge soaring so high that a plummeting car would need 10 seconds to reach the ground. Today's video will delve into the world's scariest bridges and look into their unsettling histories. Which of these constructions would you be most hesitant to cross? Let's take a look at the first, then let us know in the comments below. Let's begin with number 10. A bridge situated in an earthquake-prone region in China's Yunnan province. The cities of Baoshan and Pingjiang were divided by challenging mountainous terrain. In 2011, the government embarked on a bold project to connect these cities through a new expressway, a complex network of roads, tunnels, and bridges, including the towering Longdong suspension bridge. Those daring enough to drive across it would find themselves a staggering 300 meters above the ground. Desperately hoping the bridge would remain steady, Longdong is located in an area prone to earthquakes, where tremors are so intense that entire towns have been flattened. In the 1970s, a notorious earthquake destroyed 400,000 local buildings within seconds. To safeguard against such seismic threats, the Longdong suspension bridge is equipped with advanced movable joints designed to absorb powerful earthquakes and prevent the structure from collapsing. However, the idea of experiencing a significant earthquake on a platform 300 meters above the ground is nerve-wracking, even with these safety measures. And yet, this bridge is just the beginning. If the fear of earthquakes is already terrifying, imagine the fear inspired by a bridge that has collapsed in the past. At number 9, we have the Sunshine Skyway. This massive bridge along Florida's coastline crosses the entrance of Tampa Bay. It stretches for 7 kilometers, offering breathtaking views of the Gulf of Mexico and facilitating a convenient commute between Teresita and St. Pittsburgh. It goes by the name Sunshine Skyway, but this bridge has a troubling history. This current bridge is actually the second iteration. The original was built in the 1950s and was once America's longest bridge and a notable engineering feat. However, tragedy struck on a stormy morning in May 1980 when a massive freighter, the MV Summit Venture, lost control in rough weather and collided with the bridge, causing a section to collapse into the water. 8 vehicles, including a bus full of passengers, plunged into the ocean. Subsequently, the original bridge was demolished and replaced with the newer, safer version. Protective bumpers were installed in the water to prevent future collisions, and they proved effective. Just a day before the new bridge opened, a shrimping vessel hit a bumper, sinking the ship but leaving the bridge unscathed. This current version of the bridge still stands over 35 years later, but the Sunshine Skyway will always bear the haunting memories of its tragic past, with remnants of the former bridge resting at the seabed. Now let's move on to number 8, known as the Skyscraper Bridge. Situated in China's Hubei province, the Sidu River Bridge serves the purpose of connecting 2 major cities, Shanghai and Chongqing, across a challenging landscape of mountains and ravines. These cities boast a combined population of 50 million, resulting in substantial traffic crossing the Sidu River Bridge. Unlike Yunnan, Hubei doesn't face seismic activity, but constructing the Sidu River Bridge was by no means straightforward. The bridge extends over a gap between 2 towering peaks, with slopes so steep that they pose challenges for the workers. Crossing one side to the other was so difficult that rockets were utilized to initially install the cables between the peaks. This groundbreaking technique had never been employed before, but exceptional challenges called for innovative solutions. After 3 years of intricate and perilous efforts, the bridge was finally completed, featuring an astonishing drop of 500 meters from the bridge deck to the valley floor. To put the height on this bridge into perspective, you could fit the Empire State Building underneath it with room to spare. Remarkably, this isn't even the world's tallest bridge, but we'll discuss that one later. Next on the list is number 7, often referred to as the Bridge of Blood and Tears, a name given to the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge in the past. From an engineering standpoint, it's a marvel. The longest sea bridge globally, spanning 55 kilometers and linking the 3 bustling cities of Hong Kong, Zhuhai, and Macau in the Pearl Bay area. However, This bridge is shrouded in controversy due to hazardous conditions leading to the tragic deaths of nearly 20 workers during construction. Furthermore, in 2017, a scandalous corruption case shook the project when Jacobs China Limited, the company responsible for the bridge's concrete, was found to have falsified test results instead of conducting proper safety checks. Additionally, some civil engineers have raised concerns about the bridge's sea defenses, designed to shield the colossal structure from powerful waves, asserting that they are not up to the task. Despite denials from the Hong Kong government, these engineers persist in their claims, arguing that the bridge is at risk. Moving on to number 6, we have the Youngbin Bridge, located in the mountainous Guizhou province of China. Guizhou stands out when it comes to bridges. The province boasts nearly 1,000 bridges with deck heights of 100 meters or higher. To put this into context, no other country outside of China has more than 100 such high-decked bridges. Italy, the closest contender, has only 60, a stark contrast to Guizhou's impressive 1,000. These bridges in Guizhou play a crucial role in facilitating efficient travel between the region's major urban centers, enabling locals to traverse the mountains directly instead of taking lengthy detours around them. For instance, the Youngbin Suspension Bridge significantly reduces travel time between Guiyang City and Huangping County, reducing it from 3.5 hours to just 1. Youngbin is sometimes described as a bridge on stilts, with its supporting legs extending 110 meters, nearly double the length of the world-famous Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. As for the bridge deck, it soars more than 300 meters above the turbulent waters of Qingshui River. Commuting across it is both thrilling and, for some, terrifying. Now let's talk about number 5, which is a truly frightening arch bridge. This next bridge can also be found in the Guizhou province. The Daegu Bridge serves as a vital link between Ruanhui and Junyi, significantly improving the lives of the millions of people who regularly travel between these areas. Bridges like this represent a modern miracle for the people of Guizhou. For thousands of years, the towering mountains in this region were nearly impassable, but that is finally changing. Up until now, we've seen cable-stayed and suspension bridges. On cable-stayed bridges, the deck is supported by cables connecting to bridge towers, while suspension bridges have a primary cable slung between two towers, with other cables attached to it. However, cables are not the only means of supporting a bridge deck. The Daegu Bridge employs a tubular arch to bear the weight of the 6-lane commuter highway. This design harks back to ancient China, where wooden arch bridges were commonly used to cross bodies of water, albeit not on the scale of the Daegu Bridge. This bridge spans 410 meters across and stands 280 meters high. We will revisit Guizhou later to discuss a bridge that's twice as tall as this one. Now, on to number 4, known as the Bridge to Nowhere. Most bridges are constructed to facilitate transportation, making it easier to travel from one point to another. However, the Royal Gorge Bridge in Colorado, USA, serves a remarkably different purpose. It exists to awe and astonish. This bridge is the centerpiece of an amusement park nestled on the edge of the Rocky Mountains. Originally built in the 1920s and welcoming tourists ever since, it is quite literally a bridge leading to nowhere, as once you reach the other side, your only option is to turn back. Soaring to a height of 290 meters, it was once the world's tallest bridge. Although it may have lost that title, its terrifying reputation endures. Unfortunately, this bridge has a tragic history. In 2003, a wingsuit flyer tragically lost his life while attempting to fly beneath it. He misjudged his distance from the bridge and collided with a railing at a staggering speed of nearly 200 kilometers per hour. The Royal Gorge Bridge continues to draw thousands of thrill-seeking tourists each year, and its appeal is easy to comprehend. Nevertheless, perhaps these tourists should shift their focus to China, as the next bridge on our list makes the Royal Gorge appear quite very small in comparison. Moving on to number 3, we have the Tong Bridge, showcasing the remarkable infrastructure of Guizhou Province, China. This cable-supported viaduct stretches over 2 kilometers and spans the expansive Kodu River Valley. It serves as a vital link between Pingtong and Luoyang, reducing travel time from 2.5 hours to just 1. The bridge relies on 3 towers, each of which rivals the size of skyscrapers, towering over 300 meters from top to bottom, equivalent to a building with 110 floors. Visualize 3 replicas of the Shard, or 3 versions of the Chrysler Building, with a 4-lane highway suspended between them. This is the incredible achievement of the Pingtong Bridge builders. Crossing such an immense structure straddles the line between fear and awe, leaving anyone who drives across it with a mix of both emotions. However, it's worth noting that this bridge isn't even the tallest in the world. To find the tallest, we'll have to journey to Europe, specifically to a valley in the south of France. Next up is number 2, which holds the title of the world's tallest bridge, Milow Viaduct. In the late 20th century, the Tarn Valley in southern France faced severe traffic congestion due to the influx of holidaymakers traveling from Paris to Spain. To address this issue, the government decided to construct a viaduct across the Tarn Valley, easing congestion in the towns and cities while providing an alternate route. The resulting structure was unlike any other bridge in the world at the time, spanning a distance of 2.5 kilometers, significantly longer than the Pingtong Bridge. The Milow Viaduct utilized 7 massive concrete towers to support the steel deck. The tallest of these towers measures 340 meters in height, surpassing the height of any single building in all of France, even towering over the Eiffel Tower. Crossing this bridge takes a nerve-wracking 2 minutes, filled with stomach-churning vertigo. Yet, even with its impressive height and daunting experience, this bridge isn't the most terrifying one globally. To find that, we need to embark on one final journey to Guizhou Province, the world's highest bridge. When it comes to measuring bridges, some focus on the size of their towers, as seen with the record held by the Milow Viaduct. Others consider the distance between the road deck and the valley floor. In the case of the Milow Viaduct, the deck stands 270 meters above the ground, an impressive height. However, in Guizhou, there's the Dui Bridge, which doubles that distance with several meters to spare. Situated on the border between Guizhou and Yunnan, this bridge cuts through incredibly mountainous terrain, reducing the travel time from 5 hours to just 1. Below the bridge lies a rugged canyon with a fierce river, plummeting a staggering 565 meters beneath the bridge's deck. This is the greatest vertical drop of any bridge on the planet. To put it into perspective, only 5 buildings worldwide wouldn't fit beneath the deck of the Dui Bridge. If someone were to fall off the side, it would take them nearly 15 seconds to reach the bottom, enough time to realize the situation, be overcome with terror, utter a prayer, and still have moments to spare. It's an astounding, heart-stopping height, making it the most terrifying bridge in the world. And there you have it. Are you daring enough to cross any of these bridges? Which one do you think is the most nerve-wracking? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.